Hey there, happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. Welcome to a Sappy Renovation, Garage Edition, Gym Reno. Okay, so God bless my friends. I'm so lucky. I'm very lucky to have good people in my world. My buddy George came over to help within the drywall. This was not easy. Drywall ain't easy. It is not easy. But like I said, I committed to taking it on, doing as much as I could. The biggest part was getting ceiling done. So we did get the ceiling completed on one side. And I am going to do all this. I can do the lower part myself. So I am going to do the lower part of this wall this week. But this part of the ceiling, and yes, I told you there was going to be that divide there. That's fine. That's what it's supposed to be for ventilation. We started around 11. It's now 4 o'clock, and we haven't taken a break. 5 hours it took us to do that because there were many cuts, many vulgarities. But we got it done. I even popped the lights up. They're up in there now, so it's kind of cool. This side, however, we're going to do that. But there's not as much because the studio's there, so there's not as much to do. And I had moved because there's the elliptical. She's on rollers now because I had to take her outside. And this place is a mess right now, and it's staying this way because, quite frankly, my legs are done. My feet are done. It's funny, my back from my surgery, from the spinal condition, I start feeling the rods in my back, which then affect the nerves to my feet. So I'm like, oh, they're killing me. So standing for a long period of time, not good, but who wants to know that? So this week I will try to accomplish getting this lower part done, which I can do myself, and move on around. So it is getting done, and we now have a plan. Like by the time we got to the edge of this, we're like, oh, we got this going, but we're both exhausted and it's late. So, and I have editing to do. I actually have to go in the studio and record some stuff for my concert with my students. It's this week. So I have to take care of that tonight, and I have to go make this look presentable. Wish me luck. Hey kids. All right. It is Tuesday. And I did a little bit more work in here. George and I were here Sunday. Sorry, I got dust in my mouth. So I came back and I put 4 sheets up along this wall. So I was able to get this much done. And tomorrow I will come in and do the rest of this wall. So I'll be finished drywalling here tomorrow. Giddy up. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I'll start actually doing up in the corner here. And then at some point next week, we start tackling the ceiling on the other side and here. I can actually do the lower part of this side the way we're doing this. So I think I may go ahead and do the lower section here on this side just to kind of get that done. But I feel good. Again, mistakes. Not good. It's all good though. It's going to be fine. I'm realizing that when I put some of these outlets in, they're in a little bit too far. So I have stuff to make them come out a little bit. Like the one for the TV, it's in too deep. But I feel good about it. It's starting to look like a real cool space. And it's late. But it's nice that it doesn't get dark until like 8 o'clock. And it is now 8:40. So I'm done for the day, getting cleaned up. It's been a busy couple days. My concert with my students is this week, so it's all virtual. So I have been editing. I must have put about 25 hours of editing in, extra on top of what my daily actual work schedule is supposed to be. But I'm excited about it. It's going to be really good. And yeah, it's been a good couple days. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Hey campers, how are you? Okay, so here's another update. It's now Wednesday, about 20 after 5. I thought I was going to sneeze, sorry. I worked today, teaching day. Finished up, came out here, it was like 3 o'clock, 3:15. And I started the rest of this wall. So I finished, I'll go this way. I finished the wall, the drywall all the way down this side. And here comes this, see, here comes the sneeze. Am I sneezing? Ooh, the dust in here. So it's an interesting job. I've got, you know, crud all over the place. It's not perfect, but it is what it is. It's a garage, right? But one half is done. Now we got to do this side. There's not as much of the ceiling to do over here, nor wall. And it's pretty straightforward. There's no major cutouts. The only cutout is that window. And I have 2 outlets. They're not hard to do. I'm getting really good at measuring and cutting those out. Giddy up. So hopefully we'll get that done in the next week. Up top in this corner, as I mentioned in another video, that's going to be plywood because I need that to be strong so I can use for the tie-offs for my TRX straps. Because you don't want 290 pounds pulling on rock, sheetrock. It will just rip out of the wall. So I'm going to strengthen that up. And I want that to be able to place a place where I can toss a medicine ball or a whatchamacallit ball to do workouts as well. So it's getting there. I'm liking it. It's nice having lights up in the ceiling. These are all going to get stained. If you could see, I did a test spot right there. So that will all get stained eventually. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start picking color. I know I want to go with a deep blue, but I don't know what type of blue. All that fun stuff. All right. Hey, have a great day. Getting there. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow's my concert with my students, virtual concert. Tune in. Giddy up. Catch you later. Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of a Sappy Renovation Garage Edition Gym. All right, so I got this guy here, my nephew Matt.
My name's Matt. Nice to meet everyone.
George, I cheated on you. My buddy George helped me get all this drywall done here.
Sorry,
I did this walls, but I got my nephew Matthew to come and get all of the other side top done. I started the lower half, but I'm going to finish this later tonight. I'm getting ready to go into a meeting for my union. But this guy...
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Found out about some new tools today. This is the first time I've ever worked with drywall, so...
He did well. He screwed in. He's got them in. He may have stripped one or two.
It's all right.
It's all good. But our cuts did pretty well, too, for our rafter cuts. Not too shabs. You know, there's a lot of holes, dude. Like... mud and taping this is going to be interesting, and I know my buddy Charlie said he'd come and look at it, but I don't think he's going to want to do it after he sees this, because it's a mess. We'll figure something out. I'll do it myself at this point. I don't mind. I think I'm going to try to do that this week and start it at least to get the mud and tape going. But we're getting close to being completely drywalled and sealed up. Only thing really left after this wall is getting that cut, and I'm going to steal him again, my nephew. Because now that he's done school and he's a graduate, a Temple graduate.
Till the summer at least.
I'm going to try to get him to come and help with this plywood to get up there. Happy day. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Rock and roll.
Hey, everybody. Okay, now it's late Sunday night after 9 o'clock, I think. I had told you Matt was here helping me with the top. And now I finished the rest of the wall. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. I'm not cleaning this up tonight. But we now have a completely, well, just about completed drywalled. I have to do another wall and the top, but I'm just exhausted, so I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, so it's coming together nicely. I'm happy about it. all lights are done. So here's what I'm gonna do here up in the center, because that's the vent area where I need it to vent out the top of the roof. I'm going to get screen, cut it to the width, staple it in, and then I'm gonna get strips of wood, stain them, and kind of put them on the edges sort of to make it decorative. So you won't see the ceiling, but it will have the ability to breathe, let's just say. I feel like this is good. A lot was accomplished. Now everything that's outside in the driveway has to come back into the garage. And I have to at least clean up some of the mess that's on the floor. All right. Hey, all right, so I thought I'd do one final quick video before the end of this wrap up of this video, full video of Sappy Reno for drywall. So everything is basically done. Everything is done on that side. Everything's done on this side. And just now, I put up the plywood, which is gonna be where I'm gonna tie in my TRX lines. And I wanna use that as a throw wall, a wall that I could throw a ball on, throw up and do that type of stuff. So I want that solid, because with my TRX straps, I don't want my body weight to pull out drywall, right? The only things I have to do is this side and that side for drywall, but as you can see, there are many cuts and I don't feel like doing that right now. I've gotta do some errands. I have a big equity meeting tonight here for my Philly members along with Pittsburgh, anyhow. But now I'm basically done. I'm gonna start doing some mudding, just kind of filling, there's so many cracks. I need to kind of fill them in before we put any paper up, any of the, yeah. So anyhow, so that's that. Giddy up. It feels good to kind of be done this next step. And it's interesting, just like in the studio, with all this up, the sound in here has changed. It's very bouncy, very ringy. But of course, once all the treatments get finished and paint goes up and gear gets put in, everything comes back, it'll switch. But yeah, we're getting closer. All right, campers, how are you? So it is Saturday, the 22nd. 22nd? Yeah, the 22nd, I'm right. As I mentioned, all the drywalling is finished. I like how that's coming out, actually. And now it's time to mud and tape. And I'm gonna take it on myself because honestly, I need the mental break from life right now. And it's keeping my brain active. I'm not good at it, but again, it's a garage. What do I care? And I'm saving money. So, that's why people do this for a living, and I'm not one of them. But it's a start. I'm not wearing, just so you know, design-wise, I'm getting reclaimed wood, and I'm gonna kind of do an outline around this little section here. So I'm not worried about the edges. They don't need to be tied off because I'm covering them with other wood. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about underneath the air conditioner because there's gonna be a piece of wood going over and covering all that mess, along with the edge between the wall and the studio. So, but the rest of it is a mess. So I'm only doing like parts at a time, a section at a time. Slow and steady. So that part's today. Tomorrow I'll come in and kind of start moving my way down. All just doing one coat, the first level of it. And then I have to sand and then do another coat. And then sand. Hopefully I get my cut-ins, like cut it on smooth so I don't have to sand that much. That's where the pros come in. But there's bubbles and whatever. Guess what? It's a garage. Let's not forget what this room is. Let's not get picky, Chris. So it's lipstick on a pig, my friends, and all that fun stuff. Look, if you're on my own Facebook page, which you are watching this probably, you know Mom's in the hospital. She's doing well, but she's not out of the woods yet. Continue to send the prayers and the love her way. I would greatly appreciate that. She would appreciate it. She's bored out of her skull. Her procedure isn't until Wednesday, but we have no fear about it. It's great. It's going to be good. It's a common procedure. It's called a TAVR, T-A-V-R. She's getting one of her valves replaced. So just keep her in her thoughts and prayers. All right, so, hey, at least I'm moving on. I won't come back until this is all mud and taped. And, pardon me, then we will show you what that all looks like before I go into the final steps, okay? Thanks for watching this episode of A Sappy Renovation Garage Edition. Wow, the room really sounds loud.